This story begins on July 20th when the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing filed a lawsuit against Activision-Blizzard detailing some seriously gross sexual harassment allegations. The claims were that the company produced an environment where female employees were routinely held back within the company, so their bosses could continue to get drunk off their asses and waltz around the office groping them. The next day, Blizzard issued a statement to the press denying everything. The day after that, President J. Allen Brack issued a staff email apologizing for everything, except you wouldn't need to apologize for things that didn't happen, would you? Shortly thereafter, Fran Townsend, Activision Blizzard's chief compliance officer, and incidentally former lackey of the Bush administration who actively campaigned in the international community for their rights to employ torture, issued an email to all staff once again denying everything. Her greatest piece of evidence can be paraphrased: "As a woman, I would never work for a company that sexually harassed women, and because I work here, that disproves all the sexual harassment claims." Then Blizzard tried to walk things back. Bobby Kotick, CEO of Activision-Blizzard itself, the big guy in charge of everything, wrote a note to employees calling Fran Townsend's response tone deaf and announced immediate intention to begin investigations and start hearing out victims. Blizzard employees begin organizing walkouts as it becomes clear how prevalent the sexual harassment issues were. No joke, several high-ranking employees had a convention party room they called the Cosby Suite. Yes, in direct reference to Cosby's date rape.
Let's pause for a moment and ask you to subscribe and like this video to make sure that we can keep posting such topics.
Now, some time passes, and several Blizzard heads who were almost certainly involved with sexually harassing women, or failing to stop those who did, start leaving. Lead-level designer Jesse McCree, Diablo 4 director Louis Barriga, and World of Warcraft designer Jonathan LeCraft are among them. J. Allen Brack steps down as Blizzard president and is replaced by co-leaders Mike Ibarra and Jen O'Neill. More time passes, and as the controversy dies down, things start to look up. Jen O'Neill steps down as co-leader, but in hope for the future of the company, according to her resignation. Bobby Kotick even announces he'll take a personal pay cut to a salary befitting a human. He doesn't get much points for this, though. The year prior, he got $150 million in shares as a bonus. He's literally one of the most overpaid CEOs on Earth. Activision announces a zero-tolerance policy for this kind of behavior. Then the Wall Street Journal publishes an article. It reveals Bobby Kotick has once told his assistant he will have her killed, as well as told a sexual harassment accuser that he will destroy her. Bobby Kotick has personally intervened in several sexual harassment allegations in the company to silence them. For example, Dan Bunting, co-head of Treyarch, a Call of Duty development studio, after facing sexual harassment allegations within the company, was up to be fired by the recommendation of Activision's own Human Resources department. Kotick intervened to instead get him counseling, after which Bunting went straight back to his job. Bobby Kotick actually wrote Fran Townsend's email and just used her identity as a human shield. When it was received horribly, he condemned his own words as tone-deaf and threw her under the bus. Bobby Kotick has kept as much of this as possible secret from Blizzard's own shareholders, continuously lying to them about the situation and keeping the true scope of the problem obscured. And frankly, that list is not exhaustive. It's so gross, even the rest of the gaming industry is backing away from Activision Blizzard and trying to avoid association with them. Suffice to say, Activision Blizzard will not be forgiven even now, when Bobby Kotick is gone.
At the end, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you for watching till the end.